Good morning and happy Tuesday. I hope you're all well. We're really good here and we have got an amazing day, jam-packed full of bargains for you. I mean, it's so jam-packed full of bargains that some of the ones we prepped with have already sold out. So yeah, you're going to have to be quick. I'm not just saying that to push you on, but seriously, that we've had to change so much of what we were going to do this morning because things have already started selling out. Now, as you know, this is our special week this week, all about our stars and stripes. So it's really all those wonderful, wonderful deals that we have in our US warehouse. So please make sure you go and have a look. The quickest way, we're going to have a look in a minute, but the quickest way for you to get ahead, on our Crafters Companion US page, click on the Stars and Stripes banner and that will then take you to all of the offers that we have got. Make sure that everything that you pick has got an orange sticker, so it's all in one bundle, all in one cart, and then those orders are going to be dispatched to you absolutely straight away. But there are brilliant deals. You'll find them all on there and there'll be far more than we can pick out during the course of the 6 hours that we're going to do today. So that shows you just how many there are. Now, I'm going to be doing the presenting today, and my lovely friend here, and he's got his shorts on because it's going to be that hot, he's going to be running around doing those deals. There you go, you can see he's got his shorts on.
No! Milk bottle legs.
You see, they breed them tough up in Scotland, don't they? They really do. They're a hardy crew. Good morning, Craig.
I thought I was going to get away with that one today, yeah.
No.
I've got away with it for about the last week there. You didn't know that I had my shorts on, but yeah, it does. Although I'd say that today, it's not exactly that warm like it has been.
I think you've been very brave
I think
today.
I am as well. I think I am. Although in saying that, as we know by now, certainly when we're in this studio over time, even if it's cold outside, it can get hot in here. But yes, I am really looking forward to today. We've got an incredible day coming your way. We're going to be having a look at our Ultimate Pro. So we're going to be having a look at that. Now, when it comes to this one with the Craft Your Stash, we're going to go back to the beginning. Now, we are going to go a little bit more advanced within the 2 hours later on, but we're just going to kind of revitalise your craftiness, your crafty knowledge when it comes to the Ultimate Pro, and just really let you know how versatile it is, how good it is, how much fun it is, and how much you really do use it within your crafty stash on a day in, day out basis. So many lovely things that you can do with it that we will be having a look at that. Also within Wake Up Call, but within the 2 o'clock show.
I think it's a misleading product. I don't think people, when they see it, actually realise the scope of what you can achieve with this. It really is. It's quite impressive. You just look at it and you know, a little purple folder. But when you actually start digging deep and seeing all of the different things that you can do, it actually blows your mind, doesn't it?
It really does, because it steps you right from the beginning with doing your simple score. So, you know, half your A4 or half your letter size, you know, if it's like half your 5x5, maybe it's just a DL card, something along those lines. But then it does your simple sizes of your envelopes. It does your boxes as well. It is a bow maker. It is a paper trimmer as well. It does all your concept cards. It does all the embossing. There's so many things that you can do with it. It holds some of your plates in there whenever you need them too, because it does work also with some of your embossing plates that you've got and the scoreboards that we've got as well. So it covers all bases, or it's just such a lovely workstation to be working on whenever you need. So it really is so many things you can do with it.
Absolutely. And that's regardless of whether you get the US version or the UK version. They both work in exactly the same way, just slightly different measurements, aren't they?
Exactly. It's purely just the measurements that are slightly different, you know, from A4 compared to US letter size. What we tend to find as well is, you know, a lot of people go with the A4 one because, of course, a lot of the cardstock you tend to purchase is A4 in size. But yeah, other than that, it does the whole same thing. Everything does exactly the same. Couple of little embossed details that are different, but that's it. The whole concept, the purpose of it stays exactly the same.
Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that in a bit, and I'm going to show you some amazing deals with that. We've got so many of the plates to bring you. I'm going to have to try and make sure I know the names of them all, so I'm picking up the right ones. But we also have a brand new pick of the day. You know, every day during the week at 11 a.m. we go live with a new pick of the day, and this is today's pick of the day. It is our Heritage collection. Now, this is an amazing deal for you today. £89.70. No, you're not going to be paying that. Today, you're going to be paying $50. $50 in the US for this. You're saving $39.70. But remember, if you are platinum, it's going to go down even more to $40. So an absolutely amazing, amazing collection. It's a 6-piece, so 6 bundles, giving you a total of 29 dies for $40. Absolutely brilliant. And don't forget, just says all the way down here, you're going to get your double points too. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant value. Now, we've got lots of you here with us this morning. Oh, I'm going to have to whiz through these nice and quickly. We've got Linda Armstead here from Maryland. Good morning, everyone. Sarah Brown's here from Melbourne, sending crafty hugs. Corrine's here for saying aloha. Sandra Dundas, good morning. Craig, Corrine, CTV crew, social media superstar Rachel, crafty family and friends. Another overcast one here at CCHQ. It certainly is. It is a little bit. Just so that you know, obviously you know it's Craig and myself. It's George and Johnny in the gallery. I was just thinking that, no, I didn't forget your name, Johnny. I was working out who else was in there, because there's lots of people. I don't know how many people you've got in there. How many people have you got in the gallery? Four men in the gallery.
4 men.
I don't want to be in there at 8 p.m. tonight. That's going to be ripe. That's going to be nice, isn't it? It's going to be a bit hot and sweaty.
Especially if Jake and John are going back in and out.
Wow, that's going to be a fun room to be in at 8 p.m, isn't it? There we go. No, they're all here. And as you know, it's Rachel on the socials today. There we go. Bear pit. Barbara says, hi, everyone from New Jersey. Patsy's in from Colorado. Lizzie says, good morning, everyone and team at CC. Have a lovely day. Sandra Dundas says, Craig, it's not hot today. It is in here. The deals are amazing. There we go. Corrine says, thank you, CC, for fabulous deals on the site today. I was able to finally get the remaining items of my AS. Oh, yes. Especially camera die. Waited a long time for that one. Hannah Gosling-Smith says, there was a box on the email this morning which had a diagonal opening from back to front and then an inlay within the lip. It was pink and sporty. Love you forever if you show us how to make it. Oh, I'll pass Craig that picture, and if there is a way to get that one, then we will have a look. Yes, it might be one that he's already got planned. I'll pass him the picture later and we'll have a look at that, Hannah. So yes, we're going to go through so much today. Now, remember, all of our lovely US viewers, it's all about the US warehouse this week. So remember, always look for items with orange stickers for your immediate dispatch. Now, in your cart, every item has to have an orange sticker. Don't go putting any in that haven't. If you do want something that hasn't got an orange sticker in, that's absolutely fine. You can purchase that, but it needs to be a separate order, and those will be dispatched after the 12th of June. So you've got your orange sticker bundle cart and your non-orange sticker cart as well. Now, don't forget, if you spend over $99, you are going to get free shipping too. So many reasons to be buying today, and I think you'll find that $99 comes around very, very quickly. We were saying it last night. We did, a couple of lucky dips and some goodie bags, and you're there already. Now, Craig, we were saying things are selling out very quickly. We've already got another one.
We do indeed.
We've got another one. What's that one?
So, I loved it. I thought, this is great. I've not seen these ones before, but they've gone. These ones here, these were your shaped shaker cards. Wonderful World, 27-piece in total. I'm not even going to go through the details because it's sold out. I'm gutted. I was looking forward to having a look at them ones, but they've gone. Well done to those of you who managed to get their hands on those ones, because they're going to complement the other shaker ranges that you've got. If you are wanting them, just goes to show you need to get in quick, because we can't even get time to go to them because you guys sell them out. But what we have got, and although I'm saying we've got these ones, I think these are going to be a bit iffy when it comes to selling out quick, and that is something that has got the most ridiculous price. Now, I just launched here in the UK the kind of like the original set of these.
Yeah, I did it
just
on
last
Hobby
week.
Maker.
Yes, you did. And then these are obviously extra ones. These are USA ones, and we've got 2 of them. $10.
Wow.
$10. You're saving $19.90. That's how much you're saving. But then look what you are if you are platinum. $8 platinum for both of these. For two, it's the two of them, yeah?
That is
for
amazing.
For the two of them. So that's
wow.
giving you 4 dies in total, because each set has the outline die with a decorative die. Cut in, cut out, emboss with the embossing mat, you've got the embossing detail. What I would say is if you got the launch last week, absolutely go for these, because these are just going to be a continuation of that launch from last week. Absolutely beautiful detail. You've got the magnolia, you've also got the cherry blossom. To get them both together, and I said 4 dies in total, it's 8 because it's 4 within each set.
Yeah.
Each of them have got 2 dies that are going to complement each other, which these do here. If you want to do triptych styles, you can do, but the work is standalone. These are the same, 2 designs that complement each other. There's no reason that you can't be mixing and matching. There's no reason that you can't bring in your launch from last week and start to mix and match, but these are part of your panel create card dies, so they cut in or they cut out with the aid of that outside line. Both of them for $10 or a platinum price of $8. That's saving on today's price, $19.90. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Wow.
Put these into your basket, because I don't think these are going to last long.
They're not, are they? They're really not. They're not. When you're talking about £8 a die, that's amazing. Now I've got some shaker cards. Now Craig just said some shaker cards had sold out. Well, I've got another couple here. It's called Made with Love and a Whole Lot of Love. These are gorgeous, and I've not seen these before. You've got your Made with Love, which is a little apron die. So you've got that. So you've got the outer die, as you can see there, that you can cut the shaker card, and then you've got the inner one that's going to cut the aperture. You've got tags, you've got pockets, you've got all the little accessories, and then you've got the lovely stamps that are really going to just enhance that. And then you've got a Whole Lot of Love, which is like your donut. Absolutely gorgeous. Still a shaker card. I've never seen one like that. Again, you've got loads of lovely little stamps down there that's really going to enhance that. So those should be $39.90. But not today, $15. But your platinum price is going to pop down to £12. I was just looking. There is also, it says on the back here, tutorials on how to use those. So that is absolutely perfect. So make sure you pick these ones up. If you've already got some of the shaker cards, here's an extra little one. 35 pieces between the dies and the stamps in there for $12. I think that is an absolute must. So absolutely perfect. What have you got on your counter? You've got another one now.
Yeah, something else that I've not even seen. I've not even seen these ones, Corrine, and I've been here coming up 4.5 years now, and I've not even seen them. And these are the same. We've got our Just to Note sentiment dies, and that is just to note, and our heartfelt thanks. And this is a duo pack, so we'll come face on for you to see. So you're getting these ones both. So you are going to be getting your Just a Note, and it says Just a Note to say thank you, and you've got all of that floral detail in there as well. This is also part of the create card, so you've got the outline cut and die as well, so you can create your mats, you can create your layers. But then what you're also going to be getting is with heartfelt thanks. So you're going to get all of that beautiful detail with that script work all entwined together, where it says with heartfelt thanks, but then what you've got is again that outline die, so it enables you to create that mat and layer, enables you to create that shaker element if you want, or aperture, as I was away to say a moment ago. You maybe just want to use the decorative sentiment die on its own, you can do. What I'm going to do is big shout out to Friday and specifically Saturday with myself and Corrine, where we're going to be having a look at the foil press, because anything like these, like your wafer thin dies, if they fit on, as I say, essentially a 5x7 platform, and they're a wafer thin die, you can foil with them as well. So all that beautiful detail, fine detail, instead of die cutting, is going to foil. So this, the actual sentiment detail, foil it with your foil press, and then use the outline die to then cut it out. I'm going to show you on Saturday, it's the middle show, where we're going to be doing lots of different techniques, and I'll show you how to use your normal dies. So keep that in mind when it comes to dies like this. As long as it's the wafer thin dies, essentially it's all of our dies apart from the multi-craft dies, and as long as they fit on a Gemini Junior plate, They'll fit on the platform of the foil press, so you can foil with them. So think of that when it comes to things such as these. But you are going to get them both. $12 for both of them. For lovely sentiments that, you know, we need day in and day out, but with a platinum price of $9.60. So we've then gone in from our sentiment dies that are die cutting to then going into our sentiment dies that you can foil on your foil press. So you've got a double whammy there when it comes to that one there. But the double pack, £12 exceptional. Save it, or $12 with a saving of $13.90. But if you are that platinum level, then of course you're going to pay that purple price at $9.60 for both. I would pay for one, but for both, that's fab. Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, there's loads of you still joining. We've got Designed by Fazia saying, hi everyone, just popping in to share the good news. I got the Gemini 2. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So excited to start using it. Georgianne says, hi Corrine and Craig from Clearwater, Florida. I have both the UK and the Imperial version of the Ultimate Pro. Now, I know a lot of our US friends do have both, so that then you can swap them depending on which size paper you're using. Now, Kerry Carney says, how do I find the pick of the day? It'll be on our website. The problem is, our original pick of the day sold out. So we are just in the process of changing it. If you are really, really quick, when we were on, there was a code, it's that way around. There's a code at the top which you would put in. Just give us a few minutes because we are literally working on it as it comes, and then it will be on the shop the day button. So it just takes a few minutes just to update it. So there we go. Hopefully you'll find it in a minute, Kerry. So yeah. Now, the next one I'm going to show you, Craig just showed you two of the Creator Card panel dies that you've not seen before. Here we go. We've got two more.
Wow.
Magnolia and Cherry. I know, I'm a bit jealous.
I'm so jealous.
I'm looking at all these. I want that shaker card. I love those sentiments that you were doing, and I want all four of these panels. But I'm not allowed to shop.
Neither am I.
It's US.
Neither am I.
I know. Can I take these tonight?
Well,
do I have to arm wrestle Craig for which ones I have?
You take your side, and
Okay.
I'll take my side.
It'll save Jake putting them away.
Well, that's it. It's only fair.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
We're only being kind, aren't we?
Well, that's it. It's going to cost so much more money to send them back across the pond, that, you know. And then if they need them again, they know they just need to come to us. We'll keep them safe and use them.
There we go. So yeah, as we were saying, this one is the Orchid and the Dahlia. Exactly the same. You're going to get 4 dies in each. You're going to get the detail die inside. Obviously, one is very floral and one is more foliage based or smaller sort of print, smaller detail. So you're getting, this one is the Dahlia. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous dahlias. And then again, the Orchid. This is probably the only way I could keep an orchid for more than about 3 weeks. Is have it in dye form. I cannot keep orchids. I have tried so much, so hard. Just drop an ice cube on it to water it, so you don't overwater it. Yeah, that's how they say, because it just slowly dissolves the water, so you don't overwater.
Doesn't work for you though.
No. I think I haven't found the perfect location yet, because you've got to have the right amount of sun,
right, okay.
not the right amount of... No, it doesn't work. I love them, but I just can't. Well, perhaps it's because my ice cubes are soaked in gin first. The orchids don't like them. They're not into slow gin, aren't orchids. There we go. Now, if you want both of these, again, it's the same deal. It should be $29.90, and they are down today to $10 for the pair. And again, $8 if you are platinum. So yeah, absolute amazing deal. Like I say, these are all add-ons to that big bundle that we were selling last week, and they are exclusive for the US. So absolutely brilliant. Oh, Tracy on YouTube says her G2 is one stop away. She can't wait. I love it when you can see it getting closer and closer. Absolutely brilliant. Right, what have you got next, Craig?
I've got more expressions. Guys, what are you doing to me and Corrine today? These ones here, if you've gone for that last set, if you can, I would highly recommend that you go for these ones here, because these are just going to add into the collection. Now, you're going to get both of these ones here. So what you're going to get here is your age is merely just a number, and it says age is merely a number of years. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to turn that around. Age is merely a number of years the world has been enjoying you. What a lovely sentiment that one is. Really nice, the bun there. You've got that, and then you're also getting, thank you for being my sunshine every day. which is that one as well. So another lovely sentiment. So you can do everything that I was saying about that last set there. So these ones here is the actual sentiment will cut into your cardstock, or it'll cut out your cardstock. But that additional die, what that will then do is then that will give you then that matting layer. It'll then give you that aperture. So if you want to put acetate and then stick your sentiment on. If it's creating an aperture, it means it can create that shaker element. But again, foil press. Foil the actual sentiment detail onto your cardstock or your medium, and then use that outline die to then take it out. So then you've got that best of both worlds. Really substantial size, 4 dies in total, the 2 sentiments with the 2 outline dies. You're going to be $12. You're saving $13.90, but then if you are platinum, you're going to be paying that purple price, which comes down to $9.60 for yet again another set of lovely sentiments that you will be using, you know, day in, day out, if not every day, every few days within the week, because we're always sending a thank you card or a thinking of you card or a just because card. That sunshine one is a lovely one to do that with as well. You can then start to up the creativity, so you could die cut it in a few different colours, do little snips out, and then just start to kind of overlay little bits of paper piecing, white card, colouring at your own choice. So many ways that you could get creative with, but a fab price for a fab set, $9.60 if you're platinum, which is exceptional.
Craig, we've got a solution to our problem.
Right.
Corrine says, if we do a house swap, we can go to her house and use the dies there, Hawaii.
Oh, I like that idea. I do
Her and
like
Ben
that
apparently
idea.
are doing a house swap. We're all coming. You've got to buy them all, and then we can come and use them all there.
We can do that as well.
That'd be a hardship, wouldn't it?
Well, see, I might just go down to the beach.
I know. If it's hot, I'm
Pina
not going
colada.
crafting. No.
Oh, I'll have to do crafting when I'm across it. Oh, well, do you know what? I'll just take my Ultimate Pro and that, and I'll go down the beach.
Yeah, perfect. Anne Cagle says, I've managed to keep orchids alive, but never managed to get them to bloom again, despite following the instructions. I know, it's really, they are an enigma, aren't they?
Is that the flower in Bigfoot and the Hendersons?
Oh, I don't know.
What's that matrix in life? I'm positive it was called Bigfoot and the Hendersons, but apparently it's called Harry and the Hendersons. They're saying Harry and the... I swear to God, it used to be called Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Bigfoot and the Hendersons.
Oh, no, I'm not with you on this one. It's Harry and the Hendersons.
It's Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure that's matrix thing in that weird universe. I could swear that it used to be called Bigfoot and the Hendersons. But yeah, the scene there when the daughter's got I think it's an orchid in the fridge from her prom, and Harry eats it.
Ooh.
Bigfoot eats it. Harry eats it.
I don't think that's a good thing to do. No. Wow, you watch some strange films, don't you?
Have you never seen Bigfoot and the Hendersons?
No.
Just with John Lithgow and...
No, I've not seen that one.
Brilliant.
I might have to tell Colin and see if we watch it. 1987.
Yeah.
Oh, that's old. I was only 17.
1987.
Yeah, don't work that one out, Craig.
No, I'm working myself, so...
Don't work that one out.
I heard that laugh there, Dean. Did you hear that laugh there? Dean away in the back of the gallery there. 85, 86. So I was 2 years old.
Okay. Right, we should stop this one. Right, okay, I've got another one. Oh, just to say, we've had a couple of questions about why everything is in US dollars only on the screen. As you know, we've been explaining that all this week the warehouse, the UK warehouse is closed, all ready to relaunch next Monday. Bigger, better, and even faster. So what we're doing this week is we're focusing on stock we've got available for immediate dispatch from our US warehouse. So these are what all the deals are this week, is from our US warehouse. Now, it doesn't mean you can't still buy from the UK warehouse. Go on there and have a look. Yes, everything's still available. We've not closed the website or anything like that. It just means that things will be delayed at dispatch till next week, and obviously they'll take a couple of days to catch up. So we're just focusing this week on things that are available for immediate dispatch. So hope that clears that one up, just for a few people that were asking the question. There we go. Harry was the Bigfoot, says, oops, I don't want to call somebody, says, there you go, says Linda. Oh, there we go. Hannah Goslington said, I had a plastic and fabric orchid which lasted for a good 10 years in my kitchen before I gave it to a friend. There you go, that's the way to do it. Oh yeah, Linda Warren says, good morning from Chicago. I have both versions of the Ultimate Pro plus the USBs. I love the USBs.
They're good.
But since I did not mark which is which, I'm confused. I will get Craig to show you the difference in a little while. Just give us time there. There we are. Kim Rice says, my orchids are currently blooming. They thrive a bit with a little neglect. Love my flowers. I know, I think they do. They do. They really do. Right, now, next deal we have got for you is another corker deal. 2 creator card dies. I feel that original price is a good price at $19.90. That seems like a really, really good price for 2 creator cards.
Yeah,
I was expecting those to be more than that. But we'll ignore that because today's price is even better at $10. Now, what you've got here is you've got the ornate gift. Look at that. You can see the present with all that detail around there. So this one is a landscape one. And then we have here the hummingbird in flight, which is a portrait creator card. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, you're going to get 2 dies in each of these. So that means that you're going to get 1 die that's going to cut in the detail and 1 die that's going to cut it out. So if you want to cut it into a larger card, because they say both of them are 4.6 by 6.6, but if you want to cut them into an 8-inch card or 7-inch card, then just omit the outer die. As easy as that, so it works really, really well. $8 for all 4 dies. Absolutely crazy price. I think today, I'm blown away by the prices today. I was impressed yesterday, but I think some of these today are even better. So that's the Delicate Creator Card Duo, all 4 elements for a platinum price of £8. Now, I've heard that Craig's next one is really, really popular. So, we haven't seen it for a long time. So what have you got, Craig?
I've never seen it at all. I've never seen it at all. And do you know what? This day and age with social media and taking photos, what a fab one to have. We've then got our shaped card base. Oh snap! Now, it is a 44 piece because not only have you got the full die set, but you've got the quirky sentiments to go with it as well. So you've got all these dies to create that shaped card of the camera, and then you've got all the additional accessory dies to go with it, so you can build on top of it if you want to. It can be an actual camera shaped card, or of course you can then build that camera shape and pop it onto an actual card blank if you want to. But then what you can do is bring in all your different colour cardstocks, maybe go in and start to theme it with maybe a vintage style, as if it's an older style camera. Maybe you're going to go for that more modern, because this style, as always, as it usually does, it does a 360, and that style of camera is starting to make its way back, certainly here in the UK anyway. So if you love to do your scrapbooking, if you love to do your memory albums, but maybe you just love taking pictures of the grandkids, or your nieces or your nephews, and then you just want to start to incorporate the photos, you can do. You've got the little slide here down there at the bottom, so you could print little pictures out, pop them behind. If you have the little printable photo devices, like I've got a HP Sprocket, you just Bluetooth photos, start to use these ones. But you've got 20 dies in total, and then you've got all your quirky stamps to go with them too. So you've got things that says, oh snap. You've got smile, say cheese, you make me smile. With love, besties, the focus is all on you, selfie, and you've got so much more. Plus, you've got all these little icons as well, as if it's the front reel of the camera. You've got some of the actual, it's kind of like that ticker line that you get within some cameras. You've got your stars, your hearts, you've got all that little decoration as well that you can start to use. Whether you're going to be using them as a full background or in conjunction with, of course, the die set, you can absolutely do that. But it is a shaped card base creator card with the stamps, 44 pieces in total, 20 of the dies, 24 of the stamps, $10. And when it comes to that one at a platinum price, well, first of all, on that today's price, you're saving $26.90. $26.90 you are saving, but if you are platinum and at a purple price, you're going to be $8 for both of them. They work separately, but they are designed to complement each other and work together. So really, really good one, as I say, certainly with this day and age with photos being taken. So that is your shaped card base, 44 piece, and $8 platinum price.
That is absolutely brilliant. I think I've seen one sample with that, and I always wondered where it had come from.
Right,
well, that actually makes sense now.
It does, doesn't it?
Now, we have got 2 more dice. So, from those expressions that Craig was showing you, I've got my thoughts are with you and so sorry for your loss. Again, those cards that we really don't want to make, but sometimes they really have to. These are gorgeous shapes. They're sort of your traditional label die shapes, so they're really, really gorgeous. Cut them out in different colours. Go in with your alcohol pens and really colour up that detail. This one is 5 inches by 3.8 and this one is 4.4 by 4. So they're a lovely size to be the focus of your card if that's what you want them to be. But then they will also work if you want to do, you know, add some flowers or some other accessories on there. And again, these should be £25.90 for the 2 of them, but we're giving you them today for $12. But that means that if you're platinum, that's going to drop all the way down to $9.60, which is an amazing price for all 4 of those dies. So this is so sorry for your loss, and my thoughts are with you. So yeah, another 2 if you have got the expressions that you might want to add to your card to complete that. So that is brilliant. Stephen says, oh, thank you. He now understands about the US ones. Another question about the scoreboards. Craig, I'll let you sort of build these up so we can do it later.
Yeah.
It says if you have both US and UK ultimates, would getting the multi-board scoreboard add more functions to your crafting experience? We can go through that one. I'll try and remember all the questions.
I would say
we'll add that.
Yes, and then we'll explain all why later on in the show. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Right. Was it mine? Craig's got another one. Sorry, it's back to you, Craig. Which one have you got now?
So these are like cut-in dies here. We've got Floral Frame and Brilliant Roses. And these are, yet again, something else that I've never seen here. So look at this price as well, for both of them. Look at today's price, $8. That's today's price. Look at your platinum price.
That's so pretty.
$6.40, Corrine. For both of them.
Oh, you've got 2.
For 2. You're going to get the Brilliant Roses and the Floral Frame. Now these are cut in, so these are also going to be good for inking, going to be good for spritzing. Think of the show you've seen at the weekend with Corrine and Michelle with your shimmer sprays. Think about all the stenciling that you can do. That is the cut in, but by cutting into your card, that decoration that you can do, you've got the sentiment die as well. So that one there, because you've got more of that kind of central floral aperture, photos behind there, little sentiments in there, shakers behind there, but then you've also got the option when it comes to the rose. And I love this cut in, Corrine. It's certainly with the rose and the leaves there. It's not often that you see things like that. I know we've done our cut in, cut out dies, but this one is really big. It's bold, it's substantial, and that versatility, as I say, whether you're going to go and doing your inking and spritzing, but by having both of them, each of them have their die, plus they've all got their own corresponding sentiment. No reason that you can't flip and flop the sentiment and use one for one and one for the other, or other sentiments, but to get both of them, 4 items in total, a die and a stamp and a die and a stamp, for not only that incredible today's price at $8, where you're saving $11.90, but to get these for $6.40, that is absolutely ridiculous.
I think they're making it really hard for us to get to that $99 free shipping, aren't they? You are going to have the biggest delivery. I mean, there we go. Well, we're going to have the goodie bags and the lucky dips, and the Totally Tiffany will show you all of those as the day goes. Yeah, we're going to be kind and help you get to that $99. There we go. Now, this is super fun. This one is. Look at this. Bear hugs. Have you seen this one before, Craig? No, he's going. No, he's not seen this one either. I've not even seen samples with this one. So this is oh, Johnny says it looks a bit like Craig. Yeah, if you too. He's coming round. I think it's that. There we go. It's that little tuft. Look there. That little tuft. That little tuft. I'm stepping away. There you go. So this is your bear hugs. Now look at this. Look at this, 19 dies in total in here. Absolutely, but look at all of those in there. You've got all the elements that can do the ears, that's going to do the nose, that's going to do all of the lovely little details. And then to add to that, we're going to add in a 13-piece stamp set, Bear Hugs accessories. You are very special to me, sending bear hugs. Friends like you make life bearable. Absolutely gorgeous ones to do. Again, shaped cards, or you can have them as toppers on your card. Now, the two items together, giving you 32 pieces, should be $36.90, but today you're getting them for $10. But your platinum price is going to drop right down to $8. $8 for 19 dies and 13 stamps. What a brilliant, brilliant collection. I mean, absolutely so much fun. Again, toppers or card bases, it's entirely up to you. So there we go. So if you want that one, pop that one in your cart as well. Still another one coming there, Craig?
We do indeed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we do indeed. We've got our sentiment Edgeables here. Now, one of them I've seen, the other one I haven't. And again, you're going to get both of these ones. Both of these for occasions we always need die for, but not only are they such as a die or a creator card, these are edgeables. So that top part is what cuts away. So you've got your wedding, and then you've then got the day, which has actually been cut into. So you're getting that reverse, so you can have it on that edge. So if you're going to be doing, I call it a stable door card, you know, where you've got that first bottom half that opens up like a stable door. So you've got that versatility on the edge of the card if you are going to be doing a concept card. But then if you're starting to want to cut away, if you want to then paper piece like that bottom piece there, you do have embossed detail within some of the sentiments, such as the wedding. So I would always go in with my embossing mat after and then go over with a little bit of ink in. But you've got all of that rose, all that foliage that just tumbles down the side and incorporates that wedding day. But then you've also got congrats, you did it. So if you are just going along that lines of wedding day, you know, if you're going with love, anniversary, anything like that, of course it could still be any other special occasion where, you know, you want to say congratulations. Absolutely, yeah. Anything like that you're going to be able to use it for. Big substantial dies, like that one there is 5.8 by 3.5, and then your other one here is pretty much the same, 5.8 by 3.6. So really substantial dies that are edgeable dies. So you've got 2 dies in total. That usual price $29.90, but today you're going to be $12 for both of these, saving of $17.90, and then your platinum price under $10, $9.60 for both of these for occasions that you're always going to need, but different in the fact of it is an edgeable factor. But you don't have to use it in that way. You know, if you just wanted to cut it into card and then just go around with maybe a nesting die or that large die, you can absolutely do that. But it gives you the cut in and cut out with the sentiment on the top and the bottom there. Such a good one to have. Good one to have within your stash. For $9.60 platinum, it's another one to really, really consider.
I know, I was thinking $9.60 for one of those would be a good deal, but to be getting two. Now, on a very similar theme, I've now got some Christmas large word edgeables. So you've got Winter Cheers, you've got Let It Snow, and you've got Deck the Hall. So these are absolutely brilliant. So you've got the bottom element is going to cut in, the top element is going to cut out, so you can do this lovely over the edge look, or you could have the more square cards, a bit like the front of the cards that was on the pack that Craig was just showing. So Deck the Halls, Let It Snow, and also Winter Cheer. So three amazing large edgeables. I mean, should be $44.85 because they are quite big. So, but what you have to remember, these are 5.8 by 3.6 inches, but they actually make much bigger cards because that is just for the bit that's going to cut there. Then you've got the rest of the card if you want it above or below. It's entirely up to you. $44.85 is your normal price, but today $15. $5 a die, which is amazing. But if you're platinum, it's going to drop down to $4 a die to $12 for the bundle, which again is it's mind-blowing that we're doing them at these prices. So another one, Christmas. We're going to be talking a lot Christmas in the next few weeks. So yeah, stock up while you can. They don't date. These will work this year, next year, and they'll still look on trend in 5 years, 10 years time. So yeah, they don't date. So add those to your stash for $12. There we go. Right, you got another one?
Yeah, now I've got something, you know, on the same scale as what or the same concept as what myself and Corrine were showing you, but just on a smaller scale here. And these are our expression sentiments. So this is your expression die duo. Congrats to you and special day. So these work in the exact same way as Corrine was just explaining with her set there, but you know, it's just that little smaller in sentiment detail. So for instance, you've got special day. So you've got the special, which stands proud on the top part of your card, and then day, which is then cut into the cardstock. So once again, exactly the same as Corrine was saying as well, these are going to create much larger cards. You know, you can still go down to your 4x6 if you want to. You can go even larger if you want to as well. But you've got that look really good if you come along and do little bits of paper piece in there, or you start to add your own colour. I mean, even having that little diddy butterfly just over the edge, top part of your card is super, super cool. But not only are you getting that one, you are going to be getting congrats to you. So exactly the same concept. The congrats with the little love heart is just sitting proud above the top part of your card, and then you've got to you that then cuts in. So you don't really need to do much. If you want something quite substantial, but you don't want to do or put a lot of time into it because maybe you're lacking on time, but you wanted that special card, this is a great one to do. Satura Pearl, maybe a few little butterflies, maybe you've got some flower forming that you've already done, ready to just pop on, and then that's all that you need to do. Really quick, really substantial, but it really packs a punch where the recipient's going to be like, wow, where did you get that? And you can smugly say, I made that one. Both of them, usual price $25.90, but today's price, which is $10 for both of them, which means you're saving $15.90. But then if you are purple price at the platinum level, that means you're going to get them both again for $8. $8 for these, and everything I've shown so far, Corrine, and it's the same with you, anything that's sentiment-wise, they're not like one-season sentiment hits. You're going to be able to use them throughout the year. Yes, maybe those Christmas ones, yeah, fair enough, maybe that build-up, but you build up over 6 months, and the same sentiment at Christmas time was, say, year after year after year, but then all these other ones, you're going to be using all throughout the year.
You are.
It's just exceptional when you look at the price.
And I think everything we've shown so far, you have saved more than you've spent.
Yeah.
So I think that is brilliant. Now, I've got some more Edgeables. These are on your special day and hello to you. So whilst these are cut in to make a large card like this, you could have them over the edge if you wanted to. But again, these are going to cut in. Now, these are cut and embossed dies. What do we mean by that? That means that there are elements in here that are cut out of the die with no blades around. So once you've die cut it, you then put it over your rubber embossing mat, run it back through your die cutting machine with the right plate combination. It will then push the cardstock into the die, so you can then ink it, and you can see this is what we've done here. All these top ones here, there's no paper piece in, it's all been done with inking by using that rubber embossing mat. So you're going to get some amazing effects. And then just down here, we've got that gorgeous embossed detail really coming out on the cards just because we've used that embossing mat. Now, $29.90 is your normal price for these, but today you're going to get, well, you're getting them for less than the price of one, again for $12. That's working out at $6 per die. $9.60 if you are platinum. So there we go, absolutely amazing deal. So as I said, on your special day and hello to you. Oh, do you remember that rose one that you were showing a few minutes ago, the cutting ones? Corrine said that's her favourite ones for making shaker cards. Love those. There we go. Yeah. So you can use them when we pop over.
Of course we could. We could.
And
I think what's key to say is, I know many of you will know by now, but I think it's key to say as well, these are still working straight away within your Gemini 2. So although we've got our new Gemini 2 plate configuration, anything like that doesn't change. Remember what I said as well when the lead up or after the lead up of the launch, you know, nothing's redundant. So you're still going to be using dies from the past with your Gemini 2, same plate configuration, obviously they're just a bit of a different colour, and that's it. So you know that you can go back and get all these, use all these, no problems, no issues whatsoever. including these ones. So these are a continuation of the two that I showed you previously. So if you can, I know there's lots to choose from. If you're going to go with that other set, I would recommend going for these ones too, or vice versa. But you've got Good Luck and you've got Hello You. Both of these ones are coming to you for $10. Also with the usual price, $25.90. That means that you've got $15.90 saving, but we want you to pay, and hopefully you are, which many of you are a platinum price, which is $8. So you've got that concept where the top part, which is hello and the butterfly, then stands proud on the top of your card, and then you've got the U that cuts in. You've got exactly the same when it comes to the Good Luck, so that good starts to just pop out from the top of the card. But what I love as well is even the bottom of the G, it kind of continues in, but it cuts in.
Yeah.
So you've got that flow from cutting out to cutting in, and then it continues into that luck with a little love heart. And you find that with all of these ones here. So both of them ones at today's price of $10, but if you are platinum, then you're going to be at that purple price, which is $8 for both. Again, another couple of sentiments that you're going to be using, if not on a daily basis, then maybe every week or every couple of weeks, key standard sentiments.
Absolutely perfect. Now, I just wanted to clarify for a few people that if you are looking for these deals, they're not on the you'd normally go to our shop the day, not today. On the US page for Crafters Companion, you go on there and there's a Stars and Stripe banner or category. Click on there and all of these deals are in there because they're coming from the US warehouse. So the Shop the Day stuff is more from the UK warehouse. You need to be going on there. So you've got to go onto the US version of our web page and look for the Stars and Stripes category or banner and have a click in there. And you'll see all of these in there. So you're going to be able to get ahead of us. Now, I've got 2 deals left, and then I have gone through everything on my counter. Now, do you know, I've seen loads of samples with these on, but I never knew where they came from. These are your square chevrons and your pretty polka dots. So they are cut and embossed folders. They're the slimline ones, 3.75 by 8.5 inches. So what they're going to do, you put your cardstock in that's that size, and they're going to do the embossing. So on this one, it's going to put on the polka dots, but it's also going to cut these circular apertures. Really brilliant. I think I've seen those with our little animal stamps and dies.
Yes, that's where I've seen them.
You know, poking out through there. You can have anything poking out through there. And then this one is your chevrons, and it's going to obviously emboss the chevrons and cut the 3 square apertures out at the same time. So really, really useful. So $33.90 would be your usual price in the US for these 2 cut and embossed dies. Cut and embossed folders, sorry, but you're going to get them today for $12. But again, your platinum price is $9.60. It's right down there. Absolutely amazing deal. So if you want those, then pop along. Just get confusing. We have cut and embossed dies, cut and embossing folders. Yeah, sometimes we trip over ourselves. Now, my final deal is just along the same lines as the one Craig has been showing. It is the Edgeable, so it's your best wishes and your celebrate in style. But it's like what you were saying, Craig, you've got that gorgeous detail that cuts out and then it just drops down casually into the cut in. So again, you've got the lovely, you've got the hearts on the top here, you've got the butterflies on there. You could have these, you know, in a frame if you wanted to. They don't have to be fold over. Absolutely perfect. And again, same price as you've been seeing for all of the others, $10 for the 2 of these, saving $15.90. But again, your platinum price is going to drop down even lower to $8. So that is absolutely an amazing deal. So yeah, that's the last one of those. And now I think you've seen all the ones that we were planning to show you. So we're going to do a quick break. This is all about our Club Inspire. So if you are wanting these prices down here, these purple box prices, then you need to watch our little video and make sure that you have joined Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Hello Crafters, we've got some really exciting news in the works here at Crafters Companion. So I've dug out my hard hat and I've popped down to our UK warehouse to give you the lowdown. Now we do listen to you guys and we know that delivery times have been an issue for our crafty community, so we're doing something about it. The team is getting ready to set up a new and improved state-of-the-art system right here in our global distribution hub. This new picking and packing facility means we'll be able to process orders and ship them to you faster and more efficiently than ever before. This means less time waiting for parcels to arrive and more time getting stuck into your next creative project. While we get this new world-class service up and running, there'll be a few temporary changes. So here's what you need to know. Our UK warehouse will shut down for a week while the team sets up the new system. Don't worry, you can continue to shop as normal on the Crafters Companion website. You'll just wait a little longer for your orders to arrive. US crafters, listen up. We'll be able to send you guys some orders from our warehouse in California. These will be delivered as normal, so look out for this label on the site. If you're waiting for your parcel to arrive, don't worry, we'll keep you crafting. Join the Crafters TV team every day to find out how to make the most of your craft collection. With a different theme and tutorials every day, craft your stash with us to find fresh, creative inspiration in your paper pads, inks, and more. Right, that's enough from me now. I'm going to leave the guys here to get cracking. If you need any more info, head over to the Crafters Companion website and don't forget to tune in to Crafters TV. I'll see you there.
And there you go. So now you can see that very soon we are going to be having everything will be bigger and better in our UK warehouse. So we'll be getting all of our orders out to you even quicker. Now we're still working on getting our pick of the day onto the website. Just bear with us. It will be there very soon. We're just trying to get through all those little gremlins. Unfortunately, as we had to change earlier, we've had to change what we're doing. So there we go. So that will be our Heritage Dyes pick of the day. So I think it's time to... It's very quiet, isn't it?
Oh my God, me and Corrine early. Can I just say, before we came back to the break, Corrine said, oh guys, what we're coming back to? And then there was nothing. And they were counting down 3, 2, I went, guys, what we're coming back to? And there was nothing. And you'd done so well continuing it there. And we're looking at each other going, and I'm going, they didn't turn us on.
They forgot to tell us what we're doing. So is Johnny going to tell us now what we're doing?
What we're doing?
It's done. We're doing the ultimate
intro.
That's where I was about to. Do you know what? I was like, we're just going to go to the ultimate pro because nobody's telling us what we're doing. Craig, Let's have a look at the
Ultimate Pro.
Ultimate Pro, shall we?
Let's do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, what an absolute workhorse this is. We're going to look into so much detail when it comes to our 2 o'clock show here. So this is the 2 p.m. Crafty Stash show. So I say 2 p.m. of course, with you guys stateside as well. You're going to be able to have a look at this one here. It's going to be such a good refresh. And this is what I'm enjoying about this week as well, refreshing many of the tools that you've got at home. So the Ultimate Pro, of course, with Sarah, the envelope maker as well, is what kind of one of our very first items that really catapulted her, and then come along with the Ultimate Pro. Between her and her dad here, what we've got here is just doing simple card blanks in the folds. You're able to do the different card shapes when it comes to, you know, like your zigzag cards and your fold back cards, etc., etc. But then you can move on to then making the envelopes for them as well. So when it comes to this, you know, it's very, when I say it is for beginners, you know, it opens up the world. For instance, the envelopes, you've got a lot of the basic size envelopes that you would need in a crafty life, but then you've got then add-ons with scoreboards, etc., etc., that can do the big envelopes. That doesn't mean to say that, you know, you can't do such a variety of sizes of envelopes, because you can do. You can still add thickness to the envelope, but then you're going to be doing the boxes. So if you're wanting to do your gift boxes, if you want to make gift boxes for the cards, maybe you're going to make cards such as K cards or pop-out cards, some of these fancy cards that you can do with the Ultimate Pro that you've also got the booklet for, you can do that. But then if you need to cut your cardstock, you've got the paper trimmer in there as well. You've got the blade in there as well. You've got the scoring tools to do the actual scoring, that's in there as well. You've got the pegs, because it becomes a bow maker as well, that's in there as well. And there's a reason why so many, and I know so many at home are going to be saying the same in the mid-show later on, Craft Your Stash, that you use it day in and day out. Whether it's just simply scoring, whether it's crafting onto, whether it's doing the concept, the boxes, the envelopes, whatever it is, you use it all the time within the Crafty Stash. And when it comes to the Ultimate Pro, let's just have a look. It's always hard to see this bit on screen when it comes to the lines here. But what you have got is the measurements down the side. Now, you can see that there. What I am just going to do is I'm just pinching another one on our set, because I've got the US one there, and I'm just going to come in with the UK one.
That was just about to be my next question. Have you got US or UK there?
I've got, so this one here is the UK one. So you see just slight difference in the scores that we've got here. And as Corrine said right at the start of the show, the UK one, the sizes are done to work in conjunction with A4 cardstock. The US one, you can do the same, but the measurements are taken into account the size of letter size cardstock. The reason so many of you stateside also would go for the UK one is predominantly a lot of the card you buy from us comes in A4. So that's why you find it easier sometimes to use the UK one, essentially.
So if I had a sheet of A4 cardstock and I put it on my US Ultimate Pro, are you saying that my folds wouldn't probably be quite right?
No, they won't.
Just so everybody understands.
Yeah, and it's a good way.
It's still going to fold, but not as accurately as,
No, that's it. It's exactly it. So what I would say, you know, in the past, if you've been thinking about it, that's why many of you stateside go for the UK one as well. I know that we do bundles in the past, or if Sarah's on HSN, when the cardstock is letter size, but I know that predominantly a lot of what you get is A4, hence why you go for that one. So everything that I actually talk about, or even come to demonstrate, you can do it for both. Just keep in count, exactly as Corrine said there, if you use A4 on the US one, the measurements aren't going to match up, because they're both designed measurement wise to work in conjunction with your letter cardstock. So for instance, this one here, and as I say, it's always hard to see it on screen, but it's all kind of like it's embossed in the actual plastic, where you've got gatefold A5 / concertina A5. You've then got gatefold A4, concertina A4. You've also got a trifold A4. You've got half fold A5, 5-inch square fold, and half 4 A4. Now, essentially, what then that means, the guys are going in, they're going in. You can kind of see a little shadow.
We need special ones just for on the TV,
we don't we?
Black embossing or something.
We do.
I can just see it.
It's purple on purple.
Yeah.
It is purple on purple. Now for these measurements to work on, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to briefly score a few things. What I'm going to do, by using these measurements, pop your A4 cardstock up to the handle side.
Yep.
So if we then just butt that up to the handle side, so this is A4 in size. So if I simply want to fold it in half and I want to get that perfect A5 card blank, all that I'm doing, half fold A4. So I go into half fold A4 and then I go along and then I score, fold it over, and then that's given me my perfect fold of A4. Not only that, that is not wrong. The amount of times I've had people say, oh Craig, I've got an overhang. That's meant to be there. That shows the sign of true professionalism, because what you can then do is easily open up the card. If they were bang on matching, that's when you've got the, you know, when you're trying to open something. So that slight little overhang that you get
front.
Is the front, and you get that with that'll happen with the US one as well. That's meant to happen because that gives you that ease of open when it comes to the card blank. So that is how that simple form works. If I then come in again, like for instance this one here, we've got our gatefold A4. So once again, up to the handle side, and then I'm going to do gatefold A4, score lightly in a few times, flip it over, score lightly a few times.
You doubted yourself then for a second, didn't you?
I did, yeah, I did indeed. I was like, am I in that right score line? Which I was, but look at that.
Perfect,
Your
isn't
A4
it? Do you know,
gatefold.
I have struggled with that so many times, but you don't need to, do you?
No, nothing. Another one as well, and by the way, as you guys probably know, these aren't going to go to waste. These are going to be perfect card blanks that we can use for future demonstrations. But trifold A4. So score lightly a few times, turn it over, go trifold A4. So I'm just going to go in and burnish. I'm going to go in and burnish.
And your little tool you're using also comes with the Ultimate Pro as well.
You get two of them.
You do.
You get two of them. So you've got all of these different forms that you can make. If you want to use them as just simple score lines, you can. You've got the embossed detail that you could put at the edge. So instead of having your embossing dies, what you can then do is just go along, Corrine. If you want to tape it down, you can, and then just use your embossing tool to go down, either keep it embossed or then just come along and cut away. So you've got that option. This is also going to hold and house some of your embossing plates. So if I bring one of these, now our embossing plates you can absolutely use as standalone, you know, you don't have to use these. We've got loads on the website, but you've got these little pips, these little notches top and bottom. They're designed to hold them in. So if you're wanting a base, if you're wanting a platform, then these are designed to sit inside. So that's what they're there for. So yes, you can use them as standalone, but that is the purpose of these. If I do flip onto that other side, this is now your envelope maker. So you're going to be able to make all these different envelopes. You can do a thickness and depth as well. So if you do like to have your decoupage, you've got that option. You've got all these holes, which your actual, like your pins are going to go in, your actual bow maker pegs, they're going to go in there. But what you've got here is detail for your envelopes. So if you're using it to do wedding stationery, if we say, for example, let's just say this is the point of your envelope, all that you're going to do is pop it in and then go in and emboss the details. Again, remember, we've got that Craft Your Stash 2-hour show that will be going over a lot of this in more detail. You've got more bigger embossed detail. You can use this side as simple embossed detail, but these are actually designed to make pop-out cards or K cards that will step you through. If I bring in this one, this is where there's a slight difference with the US one as well. So there's a dragonfly, but you've got a butterfly, you've got a couple of hearts, but you've got a star, and then you've got a different butterfly and a larger heart. So a couple of things like that. And it's key to say that whatever I show you here, you can do with the US one. It's just the designs that are slightly different. And of course the measurements. If I open this one up, we've got more embossed designs that you can create your K cards and your pop-out cards, which I'll explain with the booklet in a moment. So that's there, or simple mats and layers, or shaker, or embossed detail. That's all there. Then you can flip it in on itself. Now this is then going to be your box maker. So you've got your lid and you've got the base, but you've got inches and then you've got centimetres as well. So you're going to be able to do all of these at like 1/2 inch thicknesses when it comes to your boxes. And then if you want to go around the edge of either the box lid or even your card blanks, you've got all this embossed detail that you can be using as well, where you're going to be using one of the 2 scoring tools that you also get. If I open it back up, this is where your paper trimmer is going to go. We'll talk you through that in a minute. Here's all your tools. This side here, you've got space to store maybe 2 or 3 of your favourite scoreboards that can just sit in there. I'm going to take that out because that doesn't come with it. I'm then just going to close it up, and then what I'm going to do is, let's open it the right way. Craig will always, bet your bottom dollar,
always
open it the wrong way. So if we open it up this way, we've then got our 2 scoring tools.
Yep.
You've got your 3 pegs for your bow maker. You really only need 2, but you've got 3 as a spare. You've then got your paper trimmer, and you've also got your blade as well. Now that holds a standard, what I would say is a Stanley knife blade that you can get UK and US in a DIY store. So when you get it, it's completely safe. All you need to do is open this one up, and then this is what you're going to be replacing over time. Use both sides. So what you're going to do, go from the top, maybe if you feel more comfortable, use maybe your tweezers or something, but you're going to go from the top and lift it out, and then you're just going to move that in a notch. So we're just moving it along ever so slightly, popping it in, closing it, and then the actual blade just sticks out ever so slightly. So I know
see that yet.
all you guys will, when there's kids about, you know, put it out of sight, or at least put it back in every time. But then if you want to, once it starts to get blunt, you're just then going to flip it on itself, use the other side, and then it's really easy to replace. But what I want to show you, that we'll show you again in the middle show, but I know some people have said sometimes have trouble with the actual paper trimmer. Now with the paper trimmer, you've got your inches or you've got your centimetres at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paper trimmer in, and it just slots into place. Now when you go to cut, it's key that the bottom of your paper trimmer is butt up against this edge here, right down where my finger is. So make sure that it's butt up there. That's going to give you that straight cut. And what you've also got is a channel. And this actual notch, not necessarily the blade, but the plastic that actually just sits within that little notch of the runner. So what we're going to do is open it up, and then let's say we want 6 by 7.5. So let's go up to 6 inches, and then we're going to go direct down, and then we're just going to let that little rectangle on the plastic notch just sit in that little guide, and then we're just going to cut down, and then that's it cut. And then, as I say, let's do 7.5 inches just to be different. Popping it down, making sure it's butt up against the edge, because if it's like that, Corrine, then you're going to cut at an angle. Whereas by popping it straight in against that edge, that means you're going to get that straight edge. You've got centimetres, you've got inches, so if you want to use it like your V-blade paper trimmer and create your apertures, you can do. Sit it in, just let it set, and then travel down, and then you've got your actual cardstock that then cut to the size that you want.
Because it's very clean, doesn't it?
It's completely clean. It's completely clean, and of course that's because it is a Stanley knife blade that you've got in the middle there, so it's uber sharp, but that enables you to then of course get the most crisp, clean cut. So if you want to do the frames, if you want to do your apertures, if you just want to do the mats and layers, you can do all that. Then you've got the embossed detail, you've got all the embossing shapes to do your K cards and your pop-outs. All of that is also in the booklet that you do also get, that steps you through. So if we start off at the beginning, talks you through with that introduction, sort of things that you can do, pop out in K cards, the storage compartment, simple basic half folds, gate folds, square cards, then how you can do your concertina, then this is where it's showing you how to do your jump cards, your pop-out cards, then your bow making and K cards, shape boxes when you like to do shape boxes, basic box techniques that you've got, apertures, then this is where you've got your envelope boxes, plus these are all of of the envelopes that you can make. It tells you the size, it tells you the score lines to go with, and then also the letters to go with as well. So it's all there for you to keep. You also find these on the download section on the website as well, which I've also printed and laminated, and I have in a binder at home. And then it is all just held into place. When it comes to your Ultimate Pro, you just need to close it up. You do get a plastic black latch as well, just to go on, and then you can be sitting at your craft desk, you can be out in the caravan, you could be on the settee, or whatever you want to use it for. You can absolutely do that when it comes to the Ultimate Pro.
Wow, I mean, that was a speedy run through of your Ultimate Pro, but then we're going to go into it in a lot more detail later, because Lynn Morton earlier said, what is the Ultimate Pro used for? Well, I think Craig's giving you a speedy look, but Lynn, please come back 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and obviously we're going to deep dive much more into the Ultimate Pro, and Craig's going to show you. He might even make a box, he might make an envelope box, use some of the boards, show you some of the additional boards. There's going to be absolutely loads. Now, Craig's given you a quick overview. We've got another little VT here that shows you all the features of the Ultimate Pro.
The Ultimate Crafter's Companion is an all-in-one compact carry case which is going to allow you to score, measure, trim, emboss and embellish. The case incorporates 10 vital paper crafting tools, all rolled into one lightweight and portable product. If you're crafting at home, this makes a great workstation. Or the carry case design allows you to easily pack up everything you need for crafting on the move. With the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make hundreds of different cards in all shapes and sizes. Working with standard card and paper size, you can fold anything, from basic bifold, trifolds and gatefold cards, right up to pop-out, jump-up cards, or even more complex keepsake books. Simply rest your cardstock against the carefully calculated grid lines, read off the desired size, and use one of the specially designed scoring tools to create an accurate and very professional crease. Every card needs an envelope, and with the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make envelopes in any shape and size to match all your handmade cards. Package your delicate craft projects in colour-coordinated matching envelopes and add a professional finishing touch. No longer will you be restricted to making cards to correspond with ready-made envelope sizes. With hundreds of possible size combinations, your imagination is the limit. And for those really special dimensional cards, you can create 3D box envelopes to not only house, but to protect your handmade card creations. Create your own boxes in any shape and size, from a matchbox right up to a shoebox. All of the calculating and measuring has been taken care of for you, so you can simply follow the guide and create custom-sized boxes which fit together perfectly. Triangular, hexagonal, diamond-shaped boxes are all possible, as well as your regular boxes. You can also create specialised exploding boxes or expanding boxes too. You can even make your own favour boxes for those special occasions. Any craft tool box should include a paper trimmer, and when you're crafting on the go with the Ultimate Paper Crafting Tool, you'll need a paper trimmer at your fingertips. The integrated trimmer stores inside the tool and clips into place for easy access. The ergonomically designed cutting mouse holds a standard sized blade, which is very easy to replace. Create delicate embellishment for your paper crafting projects with the integrated bow maker. A simple 6-step process will allow you to create perfect bows in an instant. For paper embellishment, you can use the decorative embossing shapes which are featured throughout the board. Emboss onto special papers, vellums or even acetate to create your own intricate toppers. Everything you need comes included with the tool and stores inside for easy access. Each unit includes a full colour instruction book, cutting mouse and ruler, the bow making pegs and 2 specially designed scoring and embossing tools. Whether you're crafting on the move or using this as a complete workstation at home, the Ultimate Crafter's Companion provides you with all the tools you need at your fingertips. So
I think between Craig and Sarah on that video there, you'll see how what a wonderful addition to your craft room the Ultimate Pro would be. I think it's one of those you think, oh, I don't need that. Once you've got it, and I've seen a comment here, once you've got it, then you will wonder how you ever managed without it. Lovely comment. Lynn, who I mentioned earlier, who asked what the Ultimate Pro was for, said, doesn't Craig and Corrine look lovely today? Just gotta love them. That's very nice. That's
really lovely,
Lynn. It's very nice when people say that. And I know you were giggling earlier. Sandra Dundas says, Craig is off on the doo-doos again. I saw as soon as you did it.
It was them in my ear.
Them in your ear.
Yeah.
I could see you smiling. She also says, I have carefully used a black Sharpie on the writing on my Pro and envelope box.
Good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Linda Armstead says, now I know how to make a gatefold card. Now this is what this isn't us. I mean, we can wax lyrical all day long. We could stay here for the whole 6 hours and just tell you what a brilliant piece of equipment it is. But Lynn Miles has said, I think the Ultimate Pro is probably one of the most understated items in our craft room, being one of the most versatile. There you go. We didn't say that, and we didn't pay her to say that either. No. Adriana says, I used to make my gatefolds by measuring and trial and error. Love the Ultimate Pro. Gareth Dobbs says, hello everyone, I'm sorry, I'm late, so sorry. I hope all is well. Well, glad you could join us, Gareth. Renee says, I accidentally bought the UK Ultimate. Last time it was on sale, I bought the US version, so now I can use US and UK paper. Well, that's what we recommend totally. Oh, Lynn said, thanks for answering the question. Now, Phil Watson says, can a separate board with US and UK measurements, one on each side, be bought in case you have the other nations and then you've got the variety of papers? So I had a quick look. I was just talking to Craig in the break. Now, what we would probably recommend is if you are, say, in the US and you have a lot of UK A4 sizes, it is harder in the UK to get the US letter size paper, so it's less likely to be needed here. But this is a standalone scoreboard. This one doesn't fit on the Ultimate Pro. It's a totally standalone one. So if you have got the US one and you didn't want another full board, you've got this one, which, oh, I'll turn it around that way. There you go. Oh, there we go. That's Craig. There we go. So this is the Top Score multi-board, it says up there. You can just see that. Now down here you've got Gatefold A5 and Concertina A5, Gatefold A4 and Concertina, Trifold A4, Half-Fold A4, 5-inch square and Half-Fold A4. They're all just on there, just down there. You can see they're, you probably still can't see them. I did say, Lynn said, somebody who said they went over theirs. Who was it who said? Sandra says she's carefully used a black Sharpie on the writing on her envelope box to make that stand out. But if you have got the US one and you wanted just to get an extra board, like I say, it doesn't fit on the Ultimate, it's on the website, go and have a look at that and you can see there we go. Sue Cummings says, the Ultimate Pro was the first crafter's companion I bought. I think it was a lot of people's actually, because, well, like we say, Craig was saying earlier, it's one of the items that propelled Sarah into everybody's homes all those years ago.
It was, I didn't know till recently, Corrine, it was actually Leanne's first purchase as well.
Was it?
It was Leanne's first purchase before she actually, you know, joined the company as head of product development. That was her very first purchase that she bought, was the Crafter's Companion Ultimate Pro.
There you go. So you never know where you might end up in a few years' time if you buy Crafter's Companion products.
I know.
I'm not making any promises.
No, can't guarantee it.
Can't guarantee it, but, you know, you just never know. Right. Now, yeah.
It's a good way to have the P45.
Craig and I are here. We're going to lock the door. You're not taking our jobs. Right. Now, we have got some goodie bags. Now, we did show these yesterday. So we've got one called Stars and one called Stripes. So if you see what you're seeing and you really like them, just remember which goodie bag it was. So I've got Stars. That means Craig's got Stripes. Now, there is one item in here where contents may vary. Now, the whole value of this bag is $160. But Lily was saying yesterday, because she's pretty hot on prices, she believes that the value is actually even in excess of $160. But we've put $160 because it's going to be at least that. Now, you're going to get a craft kit in here. This bag has got 44 in here. Now, as we said, this is the item where contents may vary very, very slightly. So, you know, but whichever craft kit you've got, they are all excellent value. Now remember, our craft kits, we sell them day in, day out, $24.99 all the time. This bag is reduced, the whole bag is reduced to $50 with a platinum price of $40. This is worth $24.99 on its own. Therefore, you're paying $15 for everything else I'm going to bring out of this bag in a few minutes.
Wow.
That's when you see the value. So when you get a craft kit, like I say, could vary, but you're going to get dies, stamps, card blanks, envelopes. We usually give you ribbons, we often give you pearls or gems, and then we give you a range of papers, coloured cardstock and printed papers. So it'll all vary. You always get full video tutorials on how to use your craft boxes. You've done a lot of them in the recent times, haven't you?
Yeah.
So they're there, 2 or 3 projects for each one, showing you how to do them, what to do. So you're going to get a craft kit. Then this is where the value goes off the chart. You're going to get 2 paper pads. The first one you're going to get is your Rainbow Pearl, pearlescent cardstock. So I'm going to lift that up. You're going to get, look at the colours. All I would say is remember those colours for when Craig gets his bag contents out.
Okay.
Just remember that. So you're getting this. This is 300 GSM, 12 by 12. It's all pearlescent. Look at the colour. You've got your pink and then you've got your red. You've got your purple, green and your yellow as well. It's double-sided, so if you're doing anything where you think the back side might be shown as well, then this is absolutely brilliant. All 20 sheets of that 300 GSM. Then you're going to get another 24 sheets of your luxury mixed cardstock in your neutrals. So if you like your luxury cardstock, so you've got your linen cardstock and your pearlescent in the white, then you've got your linen cardstock and your pearlescent in the, it's quite a buttermilky cream. It's a really nice, lovely, look at the sheet, you can see that shining, can't you? Absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to get both of those. You're going to get your 4-inch stamping platform, so absolutely brilliant. If you want to, you know, guarantee you're going to get brilliant print. I think of all of the crafters, I see you use this one most.
You're right.
You use it all the time,
I use
don't
it
you?
so much, so much.
It varies. We're all different crafters, so you all see us go to different products so often. But Craig, I know, always goes to that. You've got your heavyweight acetate on here. You've got all 25 sheets. This is brilliant if you're doing shaker cards. Did you get some of those new shaker dies? Well, not new shaker, those ones that we've not seen for a very long time. Get those on there. Now we don't call this heat resistant, but if you want to stamp on it and you've already got your heat gun very hot, so you just need to waft over. You're not holding it in place.
No.
Just going nice and quickly, you can heat emboss onto it, just saying. Then you've got, I'm digging deep. Remember, because you paid $24.99 for your craft box, all of this is effectively $14 and $15 if you are platinum.
Awesome.
Then you've got your stamp. So this is your proud poppies, and I'm going to show you on the back because it's like a deconstructed poppy. So you've got 3 different poppy heads or flowers. You've got the poppy heads, you've got the foliage, and then you've got your sentiments as well. Really lovely. Poppies have a gorgeous, gorgeous the sentiment behind a poppy is beautiful. Then you've got your edger, which is your rose garden. Again, gorgeous die, cuts out on one side, cuts in on the other. Ink it, paper piece it. However, because you've already got your acetate, that's going to work really, really well with that. You've got a zigzag card. This is in the country, so it's going to help you to make all the zigzag cards. Brilliant, because if you've got your Ultimate Pro, you're not going to have any problem getting the scores right. Then you've got your intricate arc from your Say It With Flowers. It's 2 die, so you've got the outer die and the inner die. I've seen that cut twice. It looks beautiful, makes a full circle. You've got 3 replacement heads for your die brush. We all use these so much. And then in your mini dies, you have got baby and also your numbers. And with your numbers, you've got your ordinals and your punctuation as well. Now, all of this, including your craft box, is $50. $40 if you're platinum. I mean, yeah, absolutely brilliant. We were saying last night, pop 2 of these in your bag and you don't need to buy much more to get your free $99 shipping.
Right.
That's what the savvy shoppers were doing last night when we first showed these. This one is your stars. So if you like the contents of this, you need to get your stars goodie bag. If you want to have a look, have you got the stripes there ready?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Now, I've seen what I can visually see. I've not taken it out and looked through everything. So what I'm seeing is just some of the key things here. So we're going to go through it full in detail. I know many of you have seen it before, and then I've not. But what we've got within this one, same as Corrine, this one here, you are going to be getting a craft kit, but the content of the actual craft kit will vary. So you might get a different one. But as Corrine was saying with her one and this one as well, you know, it's worth $24.99, where you're getting so much when it comes to, you know, dies and stamps and card blanks and papers and card stock and embellishments as well. You're getting ribbons within them, and that's kind of like the key items that you get are relevant on the actual theme of the box. So the craft kit that you get will vary, but you know by now, you know, you can make anything between 18 and 24 cards depending on what the actual box is, and you get the envelopes to go with them. So that's in there. So mine's is the same price as Corrine, so if you are going to take off the price of that one, certainly at your platinum price, then that one's going to come to, well, the same as what Corrine was saying. The rest of it is going to be, what was that you said, $15 for the rest of it? Yeah, for everything else. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then this is where I could see, when I started to pull it in, I could see where Corrine was going about. If you're going to go for her one, consider, you know, going for this one, because you're going to get 2 paper pads, and these are going to work in conjunction with the 2 that Corrine was showing you. So my absolute favourite one ever being the pastel, where you've got the 24 sheets, 12 by 12, 250 GSM. You've got the 4 colours, the pink, the lilac, the baby blue, and the yellow, and then within each colour, half are a linen cardstock and half a pearlescent cardstock. Now this came out with the white and ivory one that Corrine was showing you a minute ago, so that's how it's going to team well together. So that's in there. And then you're also then going to be getting your paper pad, the retro rainbow, which then complements the full block paper pad that Corrine was just showing you a minute ago in her one. So these have been really well put together when it comes to the team, and giving you that ability then just combining them both together. Instead of putting them all together and putting them at a $100 price, split it in half, work it over 2 ways. You've got the options you want, one or the other, or many of them are going to complement. And there's a few other things I've noticed that will complement Corrine's bag as well. So you're going to get these ones in here. You're then going to be getting that full crepe paper flower making kit when it comes to the set with flowers. So that's giving you all of the crepe paper, the tissue paper, that's giving you the actual polystyrene balls as well. It's giving you all the materials that you need to actually be creating these incredible flowers with the templates as well. That's all there. The magic tape, as I say, that your florist use, that it's green and it doesn't look sticky until you stretch it and it becomes sticky. All that's in there, 30 piece, that's in there. So essentially you're well over, because even just one of these is then, actually one of these and one of these would then be the price of what you're going to be paying. Remember, your today's price is $50, but your platinum price being $40. So everything else now you are going to be getting for free. So you're going to be getting that. An actual storage bag is coming your way as well, free. So that's going to fit your Gemini Mini, but of course you don't have to use it for your Gemini Mini. Think of the size, and it actually holds more than that. So maybe your pens, maybe if you're out in the travels, maybe not even crafty related, maybe your little smellies if you're staying over in the hotel, or you know, you're on an aeroplane or something like that, then you could, well no, airplanes are still clear bags just now, aren't they? But you get the gist of what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to use it for crafting. So that's in there for free. You've got, which I still stand by, that we were told we are never allowed to put these in our goodie bags again, and I've seen them pop up. and it's in this one. And you've got your glossy highlights as well. So if you love that dewdrop effect, that raindrop, that teardrop, you're going to be able to create your own. Now, as I always say, you can use this as a strong adhesive. I don't, because I don't like to waste mine. I like to keep mine for my actual dewdrops. However, you can do that if you wanted to. That's in there, full tub from Spectrum Noir. Then we're going to be going into our full die sets here and stamp sets. So we've got another one from our Z Fold, or our zigzag card blanks that you can then be making yourself on the Ultimate Pro. So then that one there, you've got the Kingdom, which is going to work so well with your Once Upon a Time, or if you want to do your Prince Charming or your princesses, or even just use the dies as standalone dies to build your scenes, Corrine.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
absolutely
They
do
work
that.
alone.
Also free now. You're then going to be getting the beautiful rose Edgeable die. Now, I remember when I first launched this full set, these ones here are beautiful. Now, these ones here are really good if you put some of that heavyweight acetate that Corrine was showing you, and then start to do your paper piecing. What's wrong with my words today? Paper piecing, when it comes to the rose on the Edgeable, could have been something worse, I suppose. So let's be thankful on that one. But what we've got is the ability to do that. So you've got the rose there, or anything like that, as I've said previous. Think about inking and stenciling through if you want to. But that's in there, free. Then you've then got your Radiant Ranunculus. That was a close one as well. You've got your stamp set there. So if you want to build up, bring in your masking sheets, bring in your Pebeo drawn gums, or just use them as accent details, that's in there. You've then also got, from the Say It With Flowers, you've got some ribbon. So you've got some organza ribbon in there, 9 reels in total. You've got a whole load, 100 gems in there in pearls. These are like your clearer coloured dewdrops. That's in there. And then, from the Gemini Mini, you've got your Dragonfly, and then Corrine had the numbers, and I've now got the alphabets. So they're all going to tie really well together. So that's all free, they're free, they're free. So is that, so is that, and so is that, so is that. That's free, essentially. That is free, essentially. That is free. And then when it comes to the actual price that you're paying, essentially it works out that you're going to be paying for these ones. Remember, the craft kit will vary, and the one you will get everything else. The craft kit will vary, but you're going to get the usual price of $160. And I quite believe, Lily works around the products and that backstage quite a lot. So I quite believe when she says the value is even in excess of $160. We're saying that you're going to be getting it for $50 with a platinum price of $40. That can then take you up to, of course, that $99 threshold for the free shipping. So if you want to go for one or the other, of course you can. But it's good to know that they're going to complement each other. The pads will work with the pads, the Gemini Minis will work with the Gemini Minis, and even when it comes to your florals and all your embellishment, it's all going to tie together. So there's your Stripes goodie bag at $40.
I know. I mean, if you're platinum, you're saving 75%.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's good.
Really good value. Loads more comments coming in. Betty Weaver says, I got both UK and US Ultimate Pro, so handy. Or Linda says she needs to look for that board that I was showing you. Now, this is one lucky person. Gareth Dobbs said, I was very lucky. A friend of mine gifted me an Ultimate Pro with all the expansion boards.
All of them?
There we go. That's what he says. There we are. Or Adriana's sent us in a card. Hopefully we're going to see it at some point. We'll have a look for it. She says she sent in a picture of a star card made 2 summers ago, almost to the day. Severely affected by the shingle shot, and her hands and arms were not cooperating.
Oh, no.
Used the Ultimate Pro, and her mum. It must have been a card from her mum turning 70. She sometimes goes to sleep reading her star card. I dedicated a page with pictures to my dad and the other to each of her 4 children. She shows it off all the time. She doesn't even see the uneven cuts. Only you would see that, Adriana, but absolutely lovely. And we'll see if we can catch up and find that picture, because it doesn't come through to me. Linda Armstead says, I bought the Stripes bag yesterday and I hope I get the embroidery craft kit. It really is content that may vary. I don't know at all, but fingers crossed for you, Linda. I really hope you do. And Kerry Carney says, these bags are great deals. I ordered both the Stars bag and the Stripes bag. I'm not surprised. When you see, I mean, if you're Platinum and you buy both bags, you spent $80 instead of $320. So you have saved $240 by spending $80. Co Vorderman, they say in there. But I mean, that's just amazing. You've saved so much money. That's mad. $240 to say and spent 80. That is brilliant. Now, a few of you have been asking, where is the pick of the day? I believe we've got it sorted out now. So we're going to go have a quick look through the pick of the day today. Remember, whenever we bring you in a pick of the day, you're always going to get your double points on it as well. So this is nearly $90 worth of value, but you're getting it today for $50. Don't forget, your Platinum's going to go down even lower to $40. It is a 6 die set collection, but you're going to get 29 dies in total in there. So you've got 5 dies in 5 of them, and 1 has only got 4 dies left. Now, when we launched this on birthday week, I think you were involved with this one. I'm sure I remember seeing you with these, Craig.
Yeah, so I wasn't on the launch, but I had kind of like, it was either the preview or I had the show after the launch because no, I couldn't have because they sold out.
They sold out, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen you with these. Anyway, these launched at birthday and sold out on the launch in the UK. So we've just got a few left, like I say, in our US warehouse. So that's why we're able to offer you these. So what are you going to get? You're going to get the Georgian. So this is gorgeous. So you get the hexagon and then you get all of the details. So this cuts out and then these dies cut in. So you're going to get, you get in that frame and then you're going to get all of these details. Now, if you're not seeing this on the website, just refresh your web page. It is definitely in stock and it's been put on there. We've been working behind the scenes to get that up there. So that's the Georgian. Then you've got the beautiful Baroque. Oh, sorry, that was the Georgian swirl, sorry. Beautiful Baroque is another one. Again, another hexagon one. So you're going to be able to use these all in conjunction with each other. Aren't they gorgeous? So you've got embossing detail. You've also got frames that come out. Look at this. You can see there's the embossing detail. Remember what I was saying, if it's got a gap with no blade round, that shows you it is an embossing one. So all of these dies, corner dies, you've got them all. Then we're going into the circles and you've got your heritage scrolls, because look at those scrolls, aren't they absolutely beautiful? The frames, look at how you can layer them up, twist them round, and I love these shapes. Just by twisting them like 90 degrees, it's going to look gorgeous. I'm going to jump round to that one so we keep the circles together. Edwardian elegance. Again, you've got the outer die and then it's going to come down into the lower dies. Again, look at these beautiful detail with all that embossing. And then you've got these little ones. We say corners, but they act on the corners like that. But then just rotate them round. Just think of the sentiment in the middle. Again, shaker cards, cut them into your cards, cut them out. Then we're on to the square ones and you've got the Venetian charm. Again, they just look beautiful when they're rotated. They've all been designed to work like that if you want to build them up, but they still look really, really beautiful in their simplest form as well. And then the final square one is the antique chic. Oh, isn't that gorgeous with the heart? And look at how that heart just fits beautifully in the middle, even when you've rotated those frames. They are beautiful. And don't forget, you've got all that embossed detail around the outside. As I said, these should be just shy of $90 today, but today's price is $50, but your platinum price, therefore, is going to drop down to $40. But most importantly, is you're going to get your double points there. So this might be the item that takes you up to the next level on your Club Inspired journey. There we go. So Lynn Bledsoe says, I thought I wasn't going to be tempted to buy anything while the UK warehouse was closed, but not so. I had bought things the past 2 days. There you go. Oh, there we are. Now, Paul Print 24 says, I love the heritage dies. I made a lot of my Christmas cards using them. That is a really, really valid point. So although they're not Christmas per se, you know, there's no Christmas trees, there's no snowflakes, you know, all of those, they will make absolutely beautiful Christmas cards, maybe just using Christmas backing papers, or just putting a few Christmas sentiments on, or just using your Christmas accent dies as well. I love the fact that you've got 2 circles, you've got 2 hexagons, and you've got 2 squares as well. So that is perfect. Right, now, I think Craig has got something very exciting to show you over there. I know, because I saw that last night. So there we go. What have you got, Craig?
Oh my gosh, we've got some of the Indigo template library. Right, if you're after this one, go, go, go. So this one was the very first expansion pack. So let me put that into a bigger light there, whereas we had the template library where you had that first set of templates with the recipe cards, and you then got the dies, and then you got the storage, you got all of that. Then this is the first expansion pack that came next. So some may argue it's the second, but when it comes to expansion packs, this was the first one. So this is then going to go into the storage if you've got your storage. But what this is all about is templates and the recipe cards. Now, these enable you to make so many incredible projects without the aid of a die cutting machine. Now, if you want to use your die cutting machine with the dies that came with it originally, or all your other dies, you can absolutely do that. But this being Indigo Expansion Pack 1, you're going to be $20 with a platinum price of $16. So what you've got, I'm going to tell you what, I'll get the guys to go overhead because it'll be easier for you guys to see. So what you've got is 15 projects that you can make when it comes to Indigo here. Double gatefold display card, teacup shape card, double gatefold card, all-in-one envelope card, double pop-out card, gatefold easel card, beer mug card. Father's Day next month, perfect. You've got pop-up 3-tier cake card, Father's Day being the 18th, just before Debbie Swan's birthday and a few days before mine and Debbie Fisher's birthday. You've then got your double window card. You've then also got your stand-up mirror full card, champagne bottle card, pop-up pixel heart card. You've got the concertina pocket album and the twist and pop card. That's what you're going to be able to make. That is your page numbers that's going to correlate to the actual recipe cards. So this first one here, it's recipe card, if you look at the index, double gatefold display card number 1. So you got your first one, number 1, double gatefold display card. So this is how it could look if you use and decorate it the same way. Of course, you can mix it up if you want to. You flip over, and then you've got your 6 step-by-steps written and picture, plus the first couple of template libraries. You've got Leanne doing videos for every single one, and then from the last template library going forward, you've got me doing the videos. The address comes on the card included as well, and then you can watch either the videos, you can go by pictures, or you can go by written instructions and how to follow it. So that is your double gatefold display card number 1, but you need to make it. So you're going to then bring in your templates that come included as well. So you've then got your index, which is exactly the same as your recipe cards, double gatefold display card number 1. So you're just going to go into number 1. We've got it here. We've got our number 1 double gatefold display card, and that is your template. Now, what you're then going to do with your pencil, I would recommend a pencil because you can use your eraser to take away the lines. You can use a pen if you wanted to. But you're going to draw around all of the fold lines. You've then got all the mats and layers that are going to work, and mat and layer, for something that even I would have difficulties with matting and layering, because you've got some of these awkward shapes. So you've got all the mats and layers there. It tells you whether it is a mountain fold or a valley fold. It tells you if it's a score line. Not only that, it also tells you the size of card that you need. So to make one like this, for the actual base, the double gatefold card, you need one sheet of 8.5 inch by 11 cardstock, or A4 in size. And then for your mats and layers, you'll need at least no more than one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, or A4 in size. So it tells you what you're going to need beforehand. Not only that, it tells you what it will flatten to. So if you want to know the size of the envelope that you need, this will then flatten down to 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches. So give a few millimetres bigger, you know, that one 3.5 by 5.5. I personally would make an envelope that's 4 inches by 6 inches, just to give you that little bit of wiggle room, but that's all there for you. All you need to then do is follow along with the pictures, with the words, or with the videos that Leanne does for this one, and you can pause her, rewind her, and fast forward her. But then what you can also do, and this is when it's AMSR, so if you go, oh, I love that sound. I love that sound. So you can take that out, draw around it. If you wanted to emboss with your embossing folder, so all the lines then emboss, you can. The only thing to watch for that is it will emboss the mats and layers as well, which isn't a big deal. It actually gives you kind of like a channel for you to then put your mats and layers on, but just keep that one in mind. If you wanted to as well, you could then come along and then just pop these ones out. So you've got them both separate, and then when you're ready to pop them away, you just simply do exactly that, pop them away. There's your recipe cards.
A little bag, couldn't you? Say you were going away to the caravan or somewhere like that. You could put do yourself a little cello bag with the template. You know what cardstock you want because it says on the template how much you want. Pop it all in there, plus the recipe card in the bag.
Exactly.
And take it away with you, and it'd be brilliant.
You can, yeah, absolutely you can do it, and it's such a good idea. But what you'll find as you get further to the back, the templates are 12 by 12. So it does tell you you need 12 by 12 cardstock. However, these components you can do onto your A4 or letter size. So if you are wanting to split it up, you can do. It's just the actual form of the templates to create the cards with the mats and layers. It's on a template that's 12 by 12. But you can absolutely draw around them on A4 and just do a couple of sheets. So that is all that you're getting. And then, you know, some of the things that you can be making when it comes to this template library. It is indigo, but these are all so much fun. So much fun that without any additional detail of die cuts, you don't need a die cut machine if you don't want to.
I couldn't get my head around the name of that one yesterday. It was a double fold something or other.
Double fold diamond back, whatever it is. Yeah,
exactly.
Lots of fun names. But these are just some of them what you can be creating. And then you've got all your pop-outs like you can see here with the actual love heart that you've got. You've then got the cake as well. So simply by scoring and cutting, you're going to be able to make all of these. So you're going to need a pencil. You're also going to need your a ruler, and then your scoring tool, or you can use your scoreboard if you want to, and then your scissors to cut around. You've got all these little pockets you can be making without a single use of a die cutting machine, unless you want to add die cut details onto them. 15 of these projects. Again, remember, you've got the pictures, you've got the words, and then you've got videos for every single one of them as well.
Yeah, loads and loads of love coming through. Adriana says, oh my God, the price on that, absolutely $16 if you are platinum. That's working out $1 and a few cents per project.
Right enough,
for a stencil, for a recipe card, for a video tutorial, for a pictorial tutorial, for a written tutorial. $1 for each project. Amazing, absolutely brilliant. Linda Armstead says, I love my template library. Kirsty D says, so first of all, Freya, the fluffy cat, guarded my ink pads so I couldn't get them. She then knocked a pile of card off the desk. Then she ran off with my red liner tape. Now she won't let me watch CTV. I think the cat needs, maybe time for the cat to go in the kitchen. So I was with her until she wouldn't let you watch the TV, because I was about to say, well, perhaps she wants you to sit and watch TV and give her a fuss, but maybe, I don't know. There we are. Yes. Never mind. I'm sure she'll let you watch in a minute. Sandra Dundas says, now this is an idea. forget the pencil and eraser, use heat erasable pens and give your finished cards a quick blast of heat.
Yeah, someone said that to me just the other week there, and then Becky Swan, when I was on with her last week, she was saying about the heat erasable pens. I'd never used them before, and she actually showed me live in front of my eyes by adding that heat, and it just disappeared. I was like, wow, so that's a really good idea.
So yeah, I think they are brilliant for all of our template libraries. Right, we are rapidly running out of time. I can't believe where the 2 hours has gone. It's been so busy. Don't forget, we'll be back here at 2 p.m. and Craig is going to give you such a big deep dive into your Ultimate Pro and all of the boards. You're going to absolutely love it. If you've been at all on the fence or you've got it and you just haven't used it, that's what 2 p.m.s are going to be about this week, using your stash and making sure you get your Ultimate Pro out and getting the most of it. Now, the deal I've got before we disappear is the Ultimate Everyday Sentiment Verse Compendium. Wow, there's a lot of big words in that, isn't there? That's a lot of big words. Basically, what it means is you're going to get the most amazing A4 sheet of stamps. Now, this should be $39.99, and you're going to get it today for $15. Your platinum price is $12. This is so much fun. So let's just pretend this was on time. Well done for being born many years ago. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it won't matter. Mark Twain. Sorry, I know that was just glaring a little bit. How about this? Age only matters if you're cheese. Sorry, I can't read upside down and back to front. Absolutely, loads of sort of pun takes on age. So if you've got somebody where, you know, you want to just have fun with them, you know, aging another year, then this is that. Now, you're not just going to get the sheet of your sentiments. You're also going to get, I love these little, like, they're like seals, so they are clear plastic, you can see on there, and they're foil embossed detail. So you can use them as seals on your envelopes, you can also use them as details on your cards. Look lovely. Maybe if you've got the heritage dies, those could go in the centre. So those are the right sort of designs, aren't they?
Yeah.
In the centre, put some acetate down and then put those on. But you're also going to get some inserts. Now remember, whenever we show you inserts, inserts are also outserts. You're going to get 4 of your 5x7 vellum ones and the same in the 4x6. This is 5x7, yeah. And if you open up the inside, look at that. It is all foil embossed. This is really well scored. Really foil embossed. Now, if you want to use that on the outsert, just trim it down the middle, and then you've got another piece of vellum that you can use for something else, or you've got that, or that's going to look gorgeous as an insert. If you've got it in the insert, I'd probably go that way around, and then you could heat emboss a sentiment on there. Die cut a sentiment is up to you. So as well as the vellum ones, you're also going to get the same, and I'll show you in one of the 4x6s. You're going to get 4 4x6s, 4 5x7s in, let me find my way in the paper as well. Look at that, doesn't that gilding show up so beautifully? So you're going to get that, so that's 16 inserts as well. So 16 inserts, 16 of your lovely seals, and all of those stamps. And that today is $12 if you are platinum. Just look at that price down there, absolutely amazing. And I love how everything comes in your lovely little packages. We've obviously taken them out for now, but yeah, amazing deal, $12 today. And one more deal to see before we disappear.
Yeah.
We picked out one of the ones that has been one of the most popular this morning, and that's with you, Craig.
It is indeed. This is your Just a Note and Heartfelt Thanks. This is your expression die. So you've got just a note to say thank you. So you've got the actual detail of that sentiment that then cuts out in that detail, incredible detail, with that floral work all the way around. You've got that circular scallop that goes all the way around as well, well cut out, but then what you've also got is a matte and layer die to go with it. So that's going to create your matte and layer, create your aperture if you want to do shakers, or put the detailed die cut onto acetate, kind of have that kind of suspended in the middle. So you're going to get that one, but you're also going to be getting, with heartfelt thanks, thanks. So these are really good sizable sentiment dies. Exactly the same concept with that one. You've got with heartfelt thanks, which is cut in with the detail in that swirl work, but then you've got your outline die to go with it. So if you want to cut these in some different colours and then start to do a little bit of snipping and then overlay with the colour cardstock that you choose to use, you can do that. As I said earlier on today as well, myself and Corrine on Saturday at the 2 o'clock show, we are going to delve straight into the foil press in a lot of detail. We will be looking at it on Friday, but we're going to go in with a lot of details when it comes to your crafty stash on Saturday. And you can absolutely foil with both dies, but what I tend to do in the past with this sort of range, although we don't have these ones here, is the actual die itself, foil on the foil press. It's only going to need something round about 6 seconds, if that, because there's not a lot to actually heat up. And then once that's foiled on your cardstock, whether it's smooth, whether it's pearlescent, whether it's even linen, you can do that. Use the outline die to then cut it out. So you've got so many ways in which you can be using these ones here, but you're going to get both of them with the usual price of $25.90, but you're going to be today $12. That's your today's price. That's where it gives you that saving of $13.90, but if you are platinum, then that comes all the way down to $9.60 for 4 dies, 2 sentiments and 2 of your outline dies that work well as mats and layers or apertures. So these have been 2 that really, well, it's one set, you've got 2 dies, have been so popular within just this show alone, and we've still got all day to go.
Wow. Well, I hope some of the deals that we've shown you today have really whet your appetite of things to come. Now, as we've already said, 2 p.m. is going to be all about the Ultimate Pro. So if you've got any questions or if there's anything you'd like to see, and I'll pass on to Craig the ones that have already come through, then please send in your questions and we'll get your Ultimate Pros out so that as Craig's doing it, you're doing it too. That, for me, everybody learns differently. I learn by doing. So do it while Craig's doing, and then it seems to soak in and, you know, embed in some of our older brain cells a lot easier. Now, if you're looking for any of those amazing deals, then you need to go onto our US website and then look on the Stars and Stripes section, or it'll be a banner, click on that and you will see all of those deals. But please be quick, because some of them are going very fast. We planned so many different ones this morning when we had to change it all up at the last minute because they had sold out. As did our original pick of the day. You've now got this new pick of the day, all about the heritage dies, which is on for an amazing price too, and that will be on the shop the show page, so make sure you pick that one up. But we've loved having you with us. Thank you for all your comments. Please make sure your comments keep coming through while we take a quick lunch break, and we're going to, you know, have a quick lunch, refresh, come together. Craig's going to determine which demos he's going to show you, but we're really going to go into it, and we're also going to look at all of the sort of expansion boards you can get with your Ultimate Pro. And if you're as lucky as Gareth was earlier and he was gifted his and all the expansion boards, well, we're going to show you, Gareth, how to use them all. So yeah, absolutely amazing gift. So thank you for joining us. I hope you've got what you want. Don't forget those goodie bags. Craig's is got the lowest stock.
I believe
Yours
so.
is stripes.
Yes.
There aren't as many left of Craig's as there are of mine, the stars. I must have shown it off yesterday. So yeah, please join us later. We're going to disappear now. We'll be back in an hour. Have a lovely break and we'll see you shortly. Goodbye.
Toodles.